Maybe you've been learning English for a long time, but you still get that nervous feeling in your stomach when you think about having lunch, sitting at a table with a bunch of native English speakers. Or maybe thinking about somebody asking you a fast question in English makes you blush or makes you feel a little bit sweaty. Maybe you feel frustrated when you don't understand a joke or a cultural reference or a phrasal verb or an expression in English. In these situations, it's normal to feel like you just want to give up or you just want to stop learning English. In today's video, I'm going to use cute Japanese stickers to help you stop being afraid to speak English. Okay, so at one point in my 10-year English speaking career, more than 10 years now, I was a teacher in Japan at an all-women's university in Japan. It was awesome. I had wonderful students, and I remember when I got my first paycheck, one of the first things I did was to go shopping. And I'm not a big shopper. I usually don't enjoy shopping that much. However, I love stationery, which is like, stationery is cute, or not necessarily cute, but paper, office supplies, pens, stickers. This is what we call stationery. And in Japan, and also in Korea, I was a teacher in Korea as well, they have beautiful stationery, colorful, amazing stationery. So I probably spent too much money on things like stickers and also on origami. Origami is paper that you can fold into beautiful creations like paper cranes, for example. And so after spending all of this money on stickers and stationery, what did I do with it? Nothing. Nothing! These stickers sat on my desk or stayed in a box in my closet for years. Like, look how cute they are. I was too afraid to use them because I was waiting for the perfect time. The perfect time, the perfect thing to use them on. The perfect card, the perfect gift, the perfect situation to use my perfect stickers. So many of my sticker sheets are still perfectly intact and never have been used. I realized that this is just part of my personality when I was talking to my husband the other day, because this is something that I used to do as a child as well. I would perfectly preserve some of my toys instead of playing with them. I would keep the tags on some of my toys instead of actually playing with them. And I know that not all of you are as crazy as me in this way. Maybe you don't have this kind of strange personality, but maybe you can relate in some way. And if you can, you know that this is a very, very negative trait to have when you're trying to learn a language. So some of you all know that I have been learning French for a long time. And one of the reasons why I still get nervous sometimes speaking French is because I ask myself questions in my head. Is my grammar perfect? And I get nervous. Is this how native speakers would say this? Do I sound like a robot? Do I sound like a typical American right now trying to speak French? Do I sound smart? Do I sound dumb? And when I do this, when I have these thoughts, usually two things happen. So the first one is I give all of my power to the other person. I give all of my power, all of my control to the person listening to me, to the native speaker, usually. I care so much about what that person thinks about my performance in French that I completely lose the point. Hi guys, I'm just sitting here editing this video for you, and I realized that I said lose the point. I completely lose the point, which isn't really an idiom that we say. I think I made it up. I lose the point. So something that's more natural to say is miss the point. I completely missed the point, which means like misinterpret the information. Basically, I failed to see the importance of what I was actually trying to do. I missed the point. Okay, back to the video. The whole point is to communicate my message, and that gets lost because I'm too nervous thinking about what this person thinks because I have given them all of my power. And then another thing that happens, the second thing, is sometimes I just choose not to speak. I just say nothing. I get quiet. I keep all of my beautiful stickers in the box. So I guess you can kind of see the metaphor developing here. I have had all of these stickers for 10 years. In 10 years, I could have shared them with my friends. I could have put them on cards and gifts. I could have given whole sheets of stickers to my friends. I could have given them to my son to play with and enjoy. But instead, all of those years of sticker enjoyment were lost because I just kept them perfectly preserved in a box in my closet. If you're feeling nervous to speak English, I just want you to know that it's normal. Many people feel nervous, but only you can set yourself free. There's nobody else who can give you the power, who can give you the control to break yourself out of this prison that you might find yourself in. You have to set yourself free. And also, you have a duty to other people to share your ideas and to communicate what's inside of you, to help, to use your English to help other people. There's some cool ideas inside of you, and you need to get those ideas out. For me, perfectionism is a big problem, a big roadblock that I face with my own fluency, with my own language learning, but maybe your problem is a little bit different. We all have our own challenges when we're learning languages. And so I have created some journal prompts for you so that you can discover what your biggest problem is, what your root fear is for speaking English. You can use these to journal in your first language or in English, whichever one you want. It's not really to practice your English, it's just to find the fear. What is making you scared to speak English? So for example, some of these prompts are, what is the worst thing I imagine could happen if I make a mistake when speaking? What do I think people will assume about me if I make mistakes in English? Do I feel like I need to sound perfect in English? Why? Where does that expectation come from? Are there certain people or situations that make me feel more nervous about speaking? Why? Why? So you can download that. I'll put a link in the description down below. Speaking confidence is a huge topic. It can be a quick overnight fix, but first you need to understand what your specific problem is. And so if you're still struggling with confidence in speaking, please watch this video next, and I will see you soon.